Taka-san in Tokyo let me know the information about tall white. Tall white is sort of an alien, extraterrestrial aliens, and this is a report about it. 皆さんこんにちは。東京のタカさんからトールホワイトに関する情報が届きましたので、今日はそれを紹介いたします。トールホワイト。肌がですね、チョークのように白くて背が高い、エイリアンのことというわけですけども、トールホワイトがどういう人物、エイリアンであるかは次のビデオをまずご覧ください。Hello, this is Hiroshi Hayashi, Hamama City, Japan. When Mr. Paul Hellier, the former Minister of Defense Force of Canada, stated about a man whose name was Tall White, it reminds me of a man in a picture. This is a story about it. In Japanese. カナダの前国防大臣がですね、Tall White、のっぽの白人という言葉を使ったときにですね、私はこの絵を思い出しました。この絵の中に描かれているこの人こそそのトールホワイトではないかなと思ったのであります。長頭人間、頭長くて、手が長くて、そして手とか腕が長くてですね、手が非常に小さいですね。で、顔が白いと。それでこの絵にもう一回着目してみたわけです。で、今日のビデオはその物語ですけども、その前にいわゆるポール・ヘリアさんのですね、皆さんに証言を聞いていただき、またその後にもう一度この海岸の謎について迫ってみたいと思います。どうかお楽しみください。Hello. Former Prime Minister of Defense Force of Canada, Mr. Paul Hellier, stated as a Congress that UFOs are as real as airplanes flying over the head.This is a very shocking news, and also he said, at least two of them are probably working with U.S. government. I believe other species that I learned about were long ago called tall white. This is a story about it. Thank you.
To speak to a symposium at the University of Toronto, and I said,UFOs are as real as the airplanes flying overhead. On Earth at this present time, and at least two of them probably working with the United States government. The other species that I learned about not too long ago was called the tall whites.To become spiritual beings and practice the one tenet that the world's major religions have in common, and that is the golden rule.
この続きはですね、このビデオの最後につけておきますので、また興味のある方はご覧ください。では、チャールズ・ホールさんという方のですね、証言といいますか、それをもとにトール・ホワイトのことをこれから皆さんにお話したいと思います。これがそのレポートなんですけども、大変ショッキングといいますか、具体的といいますか、そういうレポートなんですね。で、チャールズ・ホールさんという方はどういう方かというとですね、先ほども言いましたポール・ヘリアさんがですね、国防大臣が議会でも名前を出した方なんですけども、アメリカの空軍にですね、ずっと働いてまして、それで、20 years after his discharge from the Air Force, he began writing down his experiences and after another 20 years published them と。どういう方かというと、彼はですね、彼がですね、20年、空軍で働いた後にですね、彼は、解任されて、その後彼は本を書き始めると。自分が、もう20年後に、それからね、さらに退職してから20年後に本を書き始めたと。その時の経験といいますか、証言が今回のレポートの元になっているわけであります。で、このトール・ホワイトに関してはですね、興味深いところだけを、ちょっと読んでみますとですね、 これは、ネリスエアフォースというところが、そのトール・ワイト、彼がトール・ワイトを目撃し、また、彼らの、クラフトですね。大きさがですね、最初の冒頭に示しましたクラフトなんですけども、いう楕円形のクラフトなんですけども、小さいのと小型と大型とありましてですね、小型の方はバスか、バンぐらいの大きさだと。で、大きい方はですね、500フィート ×300 フィート、約152メートル ×91 メートルの大きさがあると。で、トールワイトはある星座から来てるんだというようなことが書いてあります。その部分を今、これから、読みますので、読みますというか、興味が、ずっと27ページにわたるね、長いレポートなもんですから、ずっと、origins of the tall white, トール・ワイトの起源ということです。どこから来たかですけども、when asked where they came from, they would usually evade the question by reminding him that he would not recognize the name of the place if he had heard them speak it. その前にちょっと言っておきますが、トール・ワイトという人はですね、話し方がですね、人間のような言葉を使うわけじゃないんですね。うなり声のような声を上げたり、というようなことが、書いてありました。その前のチャールズ、ジェームズ・ホールさんはどういう方かというと、エアマン・ファーストクラス、第9の空軍の空軍、ファーストクラスチャールズって書いてありますが、第1級の、ということを書いてますね。with the restricted ranges。詳しくは、先ほど紹介しましたウェブサイトで見ていただきたいんですけども、ちょっとごめんなさいね。最初にマークしておけばよかったんですけども、トール・ワイト。ちょっと順序逆になりますけども、テクノロジーに関してですね、技術、トール・ワイトが持っているテクノロジーはどんなものかというとですね、The tall white obviously possesses high advanced technology と。トール・ワイトは明らかに高度な技術を持っていると。Hall confined his descriptions of their technology or brief discussions of their deep spacecraft。新宇宙、宇宙って言ってもね、低い宇宙と、遠いディープスペースとあるわけですけども、2種類の、クラフトを持っていると。で、小さいのは先ほど言いましたように、サイズはバスか RV ぐらいの大きさだと。大きいのは500フィートから300フィートですから、高さが70フィートありますからね。そういったもので、小さいのでも月ぐらいは平気で行き来できるんだっていうようなことが書いてありますね。で、この、離陸着陸の時には、このレポートの中で、非常に微妙な離陸の仕方をしているわけですね。月と太陽がうまい位置に来た時に、離陸して飛んでいくんだというようなことを、このレポートの中で書いています。ごめんなさいね、トールワイト、オリジンとか、characteristic of the tall white ET、白い、ET と書いてあります。Hall has described these beings as tall, ranging upward of 6 to 7 feet in height, and quite thin and frail. The skin color is chalk white. They are physically different from us in several noticeable ways. ここですね。ホール氏が言うにはですね、身長がですね、6から7フィートあると。180から210センチ。この高さというのはですね、別のところで述べましたけども、ギリシャ彫刻の大きさと同じなんですね。だいたい240センチ前後なんですよね。ギリシャ彫刻というのはだいたい平均して。ですから、ギリシャ彫刻は、いわゆるエイリアンたちがですね、人間を彫ったのではなくて、自分たちの姿、等身大の自分たちの姿を彫った。もちろん 3D 加工機で彫ったわけですけども、3D フォトグラフ、写真技術を使って彫ったわけですけども、その高さとも一致するわけですね。で、特にいくつかの点で違うと。最も違うところは、彼らはヒューマノイドであると。いわゆる人造人間であるということですね。人造人間だということなんですね。面白いですね。で、 Their lifespan is about 10 times ours. 彼らの人生の長さというのはですね、我々の 10倍はあると。They do not age as we do. 彼らは私たちには年を取らないと。いわゆる年の取り方が違うというんですね。But after around 400 Earth years, 地球年で400年でですね、they undergo second stage growth. 彼らは400年経つと2番目の成長発育の段階に入るんだと。Eventually reaching around 9 feet in height. それからその結果として9フィート、約180、違いますね。30×3 区270センチですから、2メートル70センチの身長になるというわけです。They die or organ failures at approximately 800 years. およそ800歳で人生が、いわゆる機能がね、機能的な死を迎えると。そこで、according to the exobiologist, extraterrestrials are not supposed to resemble us と。生物学者によれば我々の、異星人というのはですね、私たちとは似ていないと。as they should have developed independently via natural selection with randomness and a varying environment leading to innumerable genetic paths. On the other hand, some scientists speculate that there will be resemblance due to an universal utility of various aspects of human form. 人間とは違うということを言ってるんですね。ここで注意したいのはですね、ちょっと私今気がついたんですけども、400年ごとにこの400年で一つの区切りをつけて別の発育をするっていうんですけども、この脳細胞っていうのはですね、もう死滅する一方なんで、ある一定のキャパシティを超えると、脳の中がはっきり言えば空っぽになるんですよね。そうすることによって過去の人格、性格、性質を人間は保つことができるわけですけども、400年で一つの区切りをつけるということは、一つのこのまた別の発育をするんじゃないかなと思いますね。そこで、meanwhile, a number of encounters known in the UFO field are with entities that can look quite human, so much so that the deep connection simply has to exist. The present case is one of that. The tall white have a physical form similar to ours in all growth. 我々の人間とそっくりだってわけですね、見た感じは。They are upright, ってこと書いてありましてですね、normal speech sounds. ここですね、normal speech sounds like dog barking. 彼らの発声方法はですね、まるで犬が吠えるかのようであると。あるいはmeadow lark singing と。meadow lark がね、歌っているように、牧場のラークがね、歌ってるのに聞こえると。しかしながら、tall white は mimic で、人間と話すときはですね、carry normal conversation with human と、人間とは普通に話をすることもできると。Some have demonstrated an ability to imitate. あるトールワイトはですね、真似をしたと、space humans、特別な人間の真似をしてみせたと。so well, そんなにも上手だったので、the imitation cannot be detected when used over a telephone. 電話で話したときにはね、まるでその区別がつかないほどだったと。いわゆるモノマネができるわけですね。普通は普段はそういったその鳥の声だとか、犬のような話し方をするんだけども、そうやってる。それから、面白いけども、次が面白いですね。They also can use the device as project speech so that it is heard by humans within their head. いわゆる人間の頭にですね、直接その話しかける装置を持っていたと。This works only over a short range. 短波の several feet, several 何 feet とかのね、レンジ、周波の長さがね、several feet の短波を使って、requires a human to turn the head sideways to the tall white. そしてtall white の方を見たときに頭を向ける必要があったと。そうすると、脳の中に直接音が入ってきたというわけですね。The device is also language translator. そしてその装置というのは同時にね、言語の翻訳機でもあったと。According to its setting from time to time, her was occasionally able to overhear tall whites conversing among themselves as though they were speaking English. あたかも英語を話しているかのようにね、ホール氏が言うにはね、トールホワイトと会話をすることができたと。 まあ、というかね、まあ、同時に翻訳機能も備えてたということを言うわけですね。で、すっと、as stated, there was a pattern, ここいいですね。every tall white adult, ここですね。ここ面白いですね。every tall white は、みんなね、tall white はみんなね、ペンのような武器を持っていたと。and can be set to stunt ね。あれは、kill, immobilize ね。殺したり、いわゆる、immobilize 動きを止めたり、あるいは、hypnotize まあ、人間をね、催眠状態にしたりするそういった武器を持っていたと。ペン型のね。It can be administered, それは、非常に鋭い痛みを起こしたり、あるいは frequently しばしば use it to discipline people who act in ways, and だから、まあ、トールワイトをね、困らせたり、驚かせたり、あるいは endanger 危険に貶めたときにそういった武器を使っていると。The weapon actions and effect are accompanied by varying the frequency of focused microwaves to interact with specific ions in the human body. 人間のね、特別なイオンに、まあ、働きかけて作用する装置であったと。まあ、ホール氏は身近にいて、トールワイトのことを、まあ、そういうふうに説明しているわけであります。それから、also they can be friendly. There are times, まあ小さな字だもんですからちょっと読みにくいんですけども、there are at times they're arrogant and insulting と。彼らはね、友好的であるけども、時々ね、傲慢になって、そして、いわゆるその部別的になると、人間に対してね。They appear to be sensitive or to our social structures. 彼らはですね、トールワイトはですね、我々の社会システムに大変興味があるようだと。クラスで階級にと。For example, cultivating relation with high-ranking military officials と。特に軍人ですね。Some of whom are often seen working with them. で、まあ、時々彼らが一緒に働いているのを私は見かけたことがあると。While holding lesser ranking persons in a disdain と。Hall got along with them by letting them treat him as their pet と。まあ、ここはね、ホール氏が言うにはですよ、彼らをペットとして、まあ、扱っていたと。treat him as their pet と。彼らのペットとして扱っていた。A term they use in his presence. 彼らはみんなの前でそういう言葉を使っていたってわけですね。ペット。まあ、ペットっていうか。In times the term teacher's pet. 時々その teacher's pet という言葉 became Hall's code name, それはホールの、まあ、暗号だったんだ。became Hall の暗号になったんだけども、teacher's pet になったと。That was depicted among the ETs and ranking military who were aware っていうのことがずっと書いてあります。He was selected by both the government to function as a point man in the pilot program to explore past of cultural, この字読みません。acclimatization between the tall whites and because of everyone's tendency to panic. And it is struck with that ということで、まあ、トールワイトの生活ぶりがずっと説明してあります。それから、面白いことはその次なんですね。The tall white group at Nellis have family structures not unlike our extended families. 我々のね、家族形態とは違うけども、家族の構成を持っているってことですね。まあ、現在形ですから持っていると。いわゆる家族っていうものを持っているんだと。They often point out family members. そして彼らは、ファミリーメンバーを指さしたと。彼は、まあ、多分ね、これは私の家族だっていうか、お父さんですか、お母さんですか、そんなこと言ったんじゃないのかなと思いますね。そうそう、uncles and cousins. おじであり、いとこであるというようなことを言ったと。who are living and working with them on the Nellis base. 一緒に、まあ、ネリスベースで、ネリスのね、空軍基地で働いてそういう人たちも一緒に働いていたと。They seem to care gently for their children. まあここは面白いところですね。子供がいたって言うんですね。で、とても子供の世話を大変一生懸命してたと。who are growing up and being educated out there in the sagebrush. まあそこでね、教育され、育てられ教育を受けていたと。They have what we would call serious issues of control. They felt the need to control their pet, just as they observed as controlling ours. In all fantasies of extraterrestrial contact, we probably never imagined if it would be like this と。They are altogether too much like ourselves for our own comfort. まあ、大変人間によく似てたってことを言ってるんですね。Is that cause to doubt the authenticity of the story? Beware of the logic と。まあ、そういうことが書いてあります。で、その次に Origin of the Tall White。Tall White の、まあ、生まれはどこかということなんですけども、これは星が書いてありますね。A ripple of emotion passed through the crowd、when I mentioned the star、ここなんですね。スター、星、アクトゥル、ARCTURUS。読むと、そのまま言いますと、アクトゥルスという星から来ていると。Some 36 light years away。36光年先のね、アクトゥルスという星から来ていると。After a short pause でしばらくためらった後、the older lady asked with some surprise、年配のね、女性が驚いて尋ねたと。Teacher、先生、まあ、トールワイトとチーターと呼んでたんですね。Does Charlie know where we come from? チャーリーは私たちがどこから来たのか知ってるのかと。The teacher replied、先生は答えた。No, not quite, but he is close. いや、知らないよ。近いところにいるよっていうことを言ったんですけど、ちょっとごめんなさい。前後省略したもんですから意味はよくわかりませんが。The ultimate home may be somewhere else in recent correspondence. まあ今現在住んでいるのはネリスという空軍基地ですね。まあ全く秘密の基地だそうですけども、このずっと見てくださったように地図を示し、そこにはホラー穴の入り口があるというようなことも書いてあります。で、I never, ごめんなさい。飛びました。The ultimate home may be somewhere else. 彼らの究極的な故郷はもっと別のところにあると。In recent correspondence, Hall stated. Hall は次のように述べていると。I was never, ホール氏の言葉としてね、I was never able to determine which star the tall white called their home starred. で、私はね、できなかったと。determine, どの星だと、トールホワイトのね、彼らのホームスターと呼んでいる、まあ、故郷の星と呼んでいる星が、どの星だかということは、結局は私は分かることができなかったと。However, my best guess was a star that is roughly 105 light years away. しかし、まあ、私の、推測によれば、105光年離れたところに、まあ、およそね、roughly 105光年離れたところに、まあ、住んでいるんだっていうことに分かったということで、青字で書いてあります。で、まあずっと書いてます。The date of the establishing the present Earth-based location is the、ここ面白いですね。地球上で彼らがね、最初の基地を作ったことも書いてあります。Hall received mental imagery suggesting that they knew the area prior to the arrival of European American と、ヨーロッパアメリカ人が到着する以前のエリアについて、まあ、私たちに示唆してくれたと。Furthermore、それ以上に、one of the suggested that、その中のトール・ホワイトの一人がですね、suggested、提案してくれたと。She had、arrived here during the administration of our President、マディソン大統領の時に、ここにアメリカにやってきたというようなことを言ったと。However, the various bunkers and the interior spaces that Hall observed looked as though they had been built for the tall white by U.S. construction firms sometime in the 1950s. まあ、1950年代にどうのこうのということ言ってますが、まあ重要じゃありません。Hall was led to believe that they use the Earth's base as a sort of way station along legacy interstellar travel route。まあ、地球をですね、中継地に使っているということ書いてありますね。As though they were the only intermediate station from them と。As Holt put it, our solar system lies in the middle of the large open space that the tall white must traverse between their home location and a certain destination と。まあ、地球をですね、自分たちの故郷と、そしてからさらに遠い目的地の中継地に使っていると。But a glance at the table distances to the closest stars from our system ってことで、まあ、あちこちの星までの距離が書いてあります。というようなことで、この星座もこのレポートの中に書いてありまして、関係のあるレポートはこのあたりじゃないかというようなことがここに書いてありますですね。そして興味深いのは先ほど言いましたように、この、なんて言いますか、宇宙船の模型が書いてありまして、いわゆる楕円球体ですね。いわゆるスフィアタイプ、 スペアタイムですね。楕円球の、持ってる。テクノロジーはもう全然もう人間とはもう違ったものでしょうね。もう明らかに、まあそういうことですね。それから、Hall noted a very important limitations of propulsion system using these ships と。its tendency is overheat, threatening the integrity. まあ、その乗り物の様子も書いてあります。どうこうということで。まあ、興味のある方は、このページ、最初に紹介したページで、Charles Hall and the Tall White という、そのページを、ウェブサイトをね、開いてみてくださると面白いと思いますよ。それから地図なども紹介してありますし、これなんか面白いですね。いわゆるその太陽と地球と、書いてありましてですね。で、どういう時に、どっちの方向に出発していくんだっていう方向が書いてありますね。で、そこの地球と太陽の、まあ、位置が書いてありますけども、Sun, Earth, Moon, Configuration, for approach of deep spacecraft と。大型のね、宇宙船で、地球に近づく方法っていうのを書いてます。This is rough to dimensional, representation と。これはまあ大まかな図であると。Sizes and distances not to scale. スケール、サイズ合わせてないと。それはまあ太陽が小さく書いてありますからね。Hall observes that arrivals always occurred at sundown on full moon days. 満月の、日没の時に彼らは着陸したと。今度は離陸の場合はどうするかというとですね、configuration for deep spacecraft。まあ、新宇宙というか、まあ、大宇宙航行用のね、スペースクラフトはですね、not to scale。これも同じこと書いても、スケールはまあ、大きさはね、適当だけどもと。いわゆる図の太陽、地球の太陽の図は適当だというこという意味ですよ。Hall observes that the departures to deep space always occurred at midnight at the time of the new moon。新月の真夜中にいつも彼らは出発していったと。まあ、そういうようなことが書いてありまして、その基地もずっと写真、あるいは Google Earth かもわかりませんけども、航空写真、宇宙から見た写真で、図示してあります。というようなことで、トール・ホワイトの説明がずっとしてありますが、まあ、トール・ホワイトのこのレポートを読めばですね、まあ、ある程度正体がわかると言いますか、どういう人たちであったかということがわかるという意味で、大変興味深い資料だと思います。まあ、そっちくりまして、もう、ここまで情報開示されてますからね、皆さん。今更エイリアンがいないだとか、宇宙人が空想物語だとか、UFO は現象であるとかって、まあ、オカルトだとかね、いわゆるスピリチュアル、霊的な現象だとか言って、まあ、否定してる方の方が、まあ、私はおかしいと思いますよね。はっきり言って。ということで、オカルニストと言ってね、私も最近そういうふうに呼ばれてるみたいですけども、肩身を狭くしている人たちは自信を持ってください。自信を持ってくださいっていう言い方おかしいですけどもね、調べれば調べるほどそういった事実がゾロゾロと出てきますので、皆さんも、我々がマイナーじゃなくて、あまりにも抑え込まれていたということなんですよね。ということで、今日は、チャールズ・トー・フォーand トール・ホワイトの、レポートを、一部分で、本当に一部、27ページありますからね、紹介させていただきました。続くビデオをご覧くださいますと、トール・ホワイトのまた別の謎がお分かりになるんじゃないかと思います。Thank you very much for watching and see you again next time. Bye. まあ、ということで、この部分は終わろうと思ったんですけども、まだ10分ほどいわゆる、まあ、映像が残ってましたので、まあ、テクノロジーという部分をもう一度読み直してみたいと思うんですけども、まあ、ここに出てるのはこれが彼らが言う、スカウト、ごめんなさいね。スカウトクラフトって、まあ、いわゆる偵察機ですね。で、この大きさがですね、サイズがバス or RV と、バスあるいは RV ほどだと、白だと。で、ドアがですね、wrap around、カックピットはですね、wrap around、まあ、飛行機と同じになってるわけですね。one or two rows each side。で、窓がですね、一つか二つそれぞれの側にあると。 まあ、というようなことですね。で、大きい新宇宙用のといわゆるその大宇宙航行用のは、先ほど言いました大きなサイズであると。で、ミシェル・サラの、ごめんなさいね。Hall was also able to catch at least a glimpse of scout ships. 彼はこの、どっかの写真に載ってますけども、何度もこのオーバル、楕円球体のね、UFO をその近くで空中にホバリングしてるのを見てるんですよね。で、それでHall was able to catch at least a glimpse of scout ships propulsion system と、推進装置を垣間見たことがあると何度もね、何度もじゃなくて、at least 少なくともね、which appears to be based on fiber optic coils と、なんかこうファイバーのね、オプティックコイルでできてる、コイルも巻いたような風にできてると、with a very large number of winding、大変たくさんの量がぐるぐる巻いてあったと。推進装置ですね。From this, his observation, 彼見たところによると、of this system, Hall developed physical theories that could describe its most operation. どのように、推進装置が働くかということは推察できるということを、できたというか、そういうことなんですね。The deep spaceships were capable of faster than light travel. ここですね。すごいですね。いいですか？新宇宙用の宇宙船は、光の速さよりも早く、航行することができたと。And それはそうですよね。And it could take the ETs to their home, star system within 2 or 3 months' time. 彼らのね、ホームの星へですね、ET の星へ、2、3ヶ月で到達することができると。そうですね。先ほど32光年とかなんとかっていうことを言いましたよね。それを2、3ヶ月っていくわけですから、そうしますとこのアインシュタインの相対性理論っていうのはどうなるのかなというふうに思うわけでありますけども、それを超えてるわけですね。The scout ship, surprisingly, were assembled here on Earth. 驚くべきことにこの、スカイシップは、ごめんなさい、スカウトシップですね。楕円球体の小さい方ですね。この地球上で組み立てられていると。with a component provided by humans for the ETs. ET のためにですね、人間によって提供されたコンポーネント、部品によってですね、この地球上で組み立てられていると。according to the specification、彼らのいわゆる使用書によれば、地球上で、地球人が作った部品を使って作られているということですね。驚きましたですね。そういうことだそうですよ、皆さん。このレポートによればね、この人を疑うということになってきますと、今度はジョン・ポール・ヘリアーさんね、カナダの国防大臣の、人の意見を疑うということになるんですけども、面白いですね。こういった意見を平気で否定する人がいますが、私はそういう人は自分の名前を出してオープンな場所でね否定なさったらいいんじゃないかと思うんですよ。堂々とカナダの国防大臣に文句言ってったらいいんじゃないかと思いますよね。Yes, their craft were capable of what appeared to be gravity fleet. なるほど。And massless operations and could ごめんなさい、字が小さいもんですからね。could accelerate to superluminal speeds.They are not as reliable in operation as the aliens would have wished. がしかしですね、と。しかし、これらの乗り物はですね、what appear to be gravity fleet、無重力状態、あるいは massless operations and massless で作動すると and could accelerate to superluminal speed ということだからもう高速を超えたスピードでまで加速することができると They are not でそうですね光の速さに例えば1時間でもかけて1時間でもそうですよね光の速さまで加速したら宇宙船だから人間が潰れてしまいますからね人間の場合はですねですから無重力よりもそういったものをもう克服していると They are not reliable to operation as aliens would have wished. Hall noted a very important limitation of the propulsion system used in the ships. ホール氏はその間近でね、そういったその UFO などを目撃しているもんですから、またそういったその 限界も知ってるわけですよね。its tendency to overheat しやすいとか、threatening the integrity of its fiber optic cards と。それから、コイルを巻いたね、ファイバーコイルを巻いた部品での、ダメージなんかも、ダメージというか、スレティニングもね、分かっていると。The need to minimize the active propulsion phases of interplanetary flight, that is to say, Earth approaches and flight past. Little is known, ほとんど知られてない。Relating to the intellectual operation. Leads the tall white to make maximum use of ballistic trajectories and in turn enable Hall to correctly deduce the times of schedules Earth arrives and departures. In his hour of scoutcraft, Hall noticed two rows of touch-sensitive buttons just inside the dart. Significantly, they bore I don't know this term. Cartouche-like symbols. Egyptian-style experts with more pictorial element in them than typical car touches would have. Hall notes that touch-sensitive buttons are just beginning to appear to human-made system as of at that time. 少しごめんなさい。英語に翻訳するのが疲れましたので、今日はこの辺にしておきます。Again, thank you very much for watching and see you again. Please enjoy following video. Thank you very much again. Bye. Hello, this is Hiroshi Hayashi, Hamama City, Japan. When Mr. Paul Hellier, the former Minister of Defense Force of Canada, stated about a man whose name was Tall White, it reminds me of a man in a picture. This is a story about it. In Japanese. カナダの前国防大臣がですね、Tall White、のっぽの白人という言葉を使ったときにですね、私はこの絵を思い出しました。この絵の中に描かれているこの人こそそのトール・ホワイトではないかなと思ったのであります。長頭人間、頭長くて、手が長くて、そして手とか腕が長くてですね、手が非常に小さいですね。で、顔が白いと。それでこの絵にもう一回着目してみたわけです。で、今日のビデオはその物語ですけども、その前にいわゆるポール・ヘリアさんのですね、皆さんに証言を聞いていただき、またその後にもう一度この絵画の謎について迫ってみたいと思います。どうかお楽しみください。Hello. Former Prime Minister of Defense Force of Canada, Mr. Paul Hellier, stated at the Congress that UFOs are as real as airplanes flying over the head. This is a very shocking news, and also he said, at least two of them are probably working with U.S. government. I believe other species that I learned about were long ago called tall white. This is a story about it. Thank you.
To speak to a symposium at the University of Toronto, and I said, UFOs are as real as the airplanes flying overhead. On Earth at this present time, and at least two of them probably working with the United States government. The other species that I learned about not too long ago was called the tall whites. To become spiritual beings and practice the one tenet that the world's major religions have in common, and that is the golden rule.
Hello, this is Hiroshi Hayashi, Hamamasuri, Japan. This is a sort of a interview program of Hon Paul Hellier, the former Prime Minister of Defense and Force in Canada. And he said, alien life forms present among us. This is a story about it with my translation. Thank you very much.
It's great to have you with us on our show. Why do you say that UFOs are as real as the airplanes flying over our heads?
Well, because I know that they are. They've been, as a matter of fact, they've been visiting our planet for thousands of years. And one of the cases that would interest you most, if you give me 2 or 3 minutes to answer, is during the Cold War, 1961, there were about 50 UFOs in formation flying south from Russia to across Europe, and the Supreme Allied Commander was very concerned and about ready to press the panic button when they turned around and went back over the North Pole. They decided to do an investigation, and they investigated for 3 years, and they decided that with absolute certainty that 4 different species at least, had been visiting this planet for thousands of years. So that's, we have a long history of UFOs, and of course there's been a lot more activity in the last few decades since we invented the atomic bomb, and they're very concerned about that and the fact that we might use it again. And because the whole cosmos is a unity, and it affects not just us, but other people in the cosmos, they're very much afraid that we might be stupid enough to start using atomic weapons again, and this would be very bad for us and for them as well.
So no serious scientist has ever publicly confirmed evidence of an encounter with extraterrestrials. Why would scientists not confirm the facts if they exist?
I'm afraid they must go out of their way not to find. Because if they did, even 10% of the amount of research I've done in the last 8 years, they would be as convinced as I am. I mean, they could do it even faster. Might take them a little longer, a military background, but there are so many wonderful books that tell these stories, and they've been authenticated. The sightings have been authenticated by more than one witness, and also by radar, and they have landed in various places around the world, including Russia. There's a famous case there. I can't remember the name of the place, but it was widely reported at the time. A man wrote a book about it, and then the French bought the book rights so that it wouldn't be circulated around. There's just so much evidence. Take the time off to do a little bit of research and study, but people just are, some people are interested and will take the time, and the others just say, it's just fantasy. Mm-hmm. But since I've been public on this subject, I get probably 3 or 4 emails a week from all over the world, from people who have actually witnessed sightings, and some of them who have actually been on the ships, and some of them who have actually been transported to another planet. And so this information is not, it is top secret in a way that the governments aren't talking about it. But if you listen to the whistleblowers and the people who have worked in the industry and who know what is going on, there is just a lot of information out there, and it doesn't take very long to get your hands on it.
But see, the problem is that some people who report UFO sightings and alien abductions have been shown to make things up, and to make things up to be famous, to make money, or just for a prank. How do we tell fiction from a fact?
Well, you have to spend a lot of time trying to find. We used to say separating the wheat from the chaff, and it takes a lot of effort. When I was minister, I got sighting reports. And when we checked them out, about 80%, about 8 out of 10, were not real. They were sights of Venus or plasma or a dozen other things. But there were 15 or 20% for which there was no explanation, and they were the genuine unidentified flying objects.
these things go way back. One of the conferences I went to was in Las Vegas, was promoted by a chap who had written a book about crashes. And there were dozens and dozens and dozens of them, and many of them very, very well authenticated, so that it would be impossible to read all of that evidence and not to come to the conclusion that these vehicles were real.
Have you ever had your own encounter?
Not an encounter with aliens, no. I have seen a UFO about 120 miles north of Toronto over Lake Muskoka, where I have a cottage. And 2 years ago, last Canadian Thanksgiving, which is October, my wife decided she wanted to go out and look at the stars. So I'm not much of a night man, but I put on my cap and went out with her. And she looked into the eastern sky and said, "There's a star." And I turned around the other way and I said, "Oh, there's a much brighter one over here." And she looked and it was. And we watched it until our necks almost broke for about 20 minutes. And it was definitely a UFO, because it could change position in the sky by 3 or 4 degrees in 3 or 4 seconds. And I checked out, there were no satellites that could do that. The space station wasn't going by, and it isn't able to move that fast anyway. And there was no other explanation except that it was the real thing. And 2 days later, I went down on the dock, got a comfortable chair, and watched it came back almost to the same spot and entertained me for as long as I could take it. And then I went back to the cottage. But it was very interesting, because it would drop down in the sky and then it would roar back up, and then it would shift across a few degrees and do a circle and come back at a speed which, just astronomical speeds. As you know, they travel very, very fast.
So does it just look like a falling star that falls really quickly and then rises again? What does it look like?
Well, it just looked like a star.
It just looks like a star. Right.
And I don't know if you're a person who has ever read the Bible or not, but I think the Star of Bethlehem is God's flying saucers.
Mm-hmm. But you also tell me that people write you emails, 3 to 5 emails a week, and they've actually been abducted, or they have encounters with the aliens. Do they actually tell you what these aliens look like? I mean, everyone's interested. How would I know if I see an alien and if he abducts me?
Well, the first question you have to ask is, how many species are there? And I used to think there were, between 2 and 12. And Apollo astronaut Edgar Mitchell, who came to Toronto a few years ago and had dinner with us, agreed there was somewhere between 2 and 12. But the latest reports that I've been getting from various sources are that there are about 80 different species. And some of them look just like us, and they could walk down the street and you wouldn't know if you walked past one. And they're what we call the Nordic blondes, and also the tall whites, who were actually working with the United States Air Force in Nevada. They're able to get away with that. They had a couple of their ladies dressed as nuns went into Las Vegas to shop, and they weren't detected. And I have a friend who saw one of the men walking along the street, and somebody who would recognize that they were different, and he did. So there are those kind, and then there are the short grays, as they're called, and they're the ones that you see in most of the cartoons. Have very, very slim arms and legs, and they're very short, just a little over 5 feet, and they have a great big torso and a great big head and great big brown eyes. But they're different species, so you have to know that they're different species, and it's and know that they're all different. Mm-hmm. So if you saw the short grays, you'd certainly know that there was something up that you'd never seen before. But if you saw one of the Nordic blondes, well, you'd probably say, "Oh, I wonder if she's from Denmark or somewhere,"
So these species that you're describing, are they all different in terms of nice and mean? Are some of them nice and benevolent? Are others nasty? Or how are they? Are they good to people on Earth, or are they here to harm them?
Well, it's a difficult question to answer because they have different agendas. And maybe all of us on Earth should have the same agenda, but you couldn't say maybe that Russia and China and the United States all had the same agenda at every turn, because they don't. And I would say that nearly all are benign, they're benevolent, they want to help us. There may be one or two species which do not. And that's one of the things I'm investigating at the moment, is to see who they are and what they're up to and what their agendas really are.
All right, we're talking to Paul Hellyer, former Canadian Minister of Defense, who says extraterrestrial life forms exist and are present on Earth. We'll talk more about what they are and why they're here after a short break. Stay with us. And we're back with Paul Hellyer, former Canadian Minister of Defense, to talk about extraterrestrial life forms. Great to have you back. So these extraterrestrial creatures, where did they come from and how did they get here to Earth?
They come from various places. For a long while, I only knew about ones who came from different star systems. The Pleiades and Reta Reticula and several other star systems, but in the last few months I have met people who have made me aware of that there are some in our star system, and that there are actually extraterrestrials who live on a planet called Andromeda, which is one of the moons of Saturn, and that there are others on Venus and some on Mars, and that they may be interacting between themselves. I suspect that they are, because there is what of these people, and they have rules. For example, one of the rules is that they don't interfere in our affairs unless they're invited to. And that's one of the reasons probably that we haven't seen more of them until very recently. And so
but what do you mean? There are a lot of people who want to interact with them. There are a lot of people who actually want to see them and know who they are. What, they need a special invitation to interact with us? What does it mean? They don't want to interfere into our affairs.
They want to tell us how to run our affairs. They have accepted the fact this is our planet and that we have the right to run it. But they're very, very concerned. They don't think we're good stewards of our planet. We're not. We're clear-cutting our forests, and we're polluting our rivers and our lakes, and we're dumping sewage in the oceans, and we're doing all sorts of things which are not what good stewards of their homes should be doing, and they don't like that, and they've made it very clear. And as a matter of fact, they have given us a warning.
How?
And this has come from more than one source.
How have they made it clear? What have they done?
They have talked to people. One of the chaps I talked to about a month ago was interacting with them in 1974, he and his brother, in Peru. And they were taken to Andromeda, teleported. And they were told what the people there think, and that we're really wrecking our planet, and in fact that something dreadful is going to happen to it if we don't smarten up and change our ways. We spend too much time fighting each other, we spend too much money on military expenditures and not enough on feeding the poor and looking after the homeless and the sick, and that we are polluting our waters and our air, and that we're playing around with these exotic weapons, thermonuclear weapons and atomic weapons, which have such a devastating effect both on our Earth and on other areas in the cosmos, and they don't like that. And that's the reason they would like to work with us to teach us better ways, but only, I think, with our consent. And they work through individuals, and they try and pick out individuals who won't be frightened to death of them. because they can give you quite a fright. One of the cases I'm familiar with was the tall whites in Nevada, where the United States Airmen working with them, were just frightened to death of them. And one, Charles Hall, rescued the daughter of one of the high-up people in the tall whites, and as a result became very good friends with the mother. And as soon as they could trust each other, they had a wonderful relationship. And he wrote a book about it. It's called Millennial Hospitality. Millennial Hospitality. And it tells you how you go through these stages of being scared out of your wits. But then when you establish a trust and a working relationship, why you can have the same relationship, same kind of relationship that you would have with someone here on Earth.
But here's what I'm thinking. If you're outing their presence, which is clearly not what they want since they're hiding, why aren't they so afraid of, why aren't you afraid of repercussions? Because you're obviously stating that they're here among us, and you're telling me all the species that exist.
That they are here among us, and I'm not afraid because in most cases, as far as technology is concerned, they're light years ahead of us, and we have learned a lot of things from them. A lot of the things that we use today, we got from them, lead lights and microchips and Kevlar vests and all sorts of things that we got from their technology, and we could get a lot more too, especially in the fields of medicine and agriculture, if we would go about it peacefully. But I think maybe some of our people are more interested in getting their military technology, and I think that's wrong. I think that's wrong-headed, and that's one of the things that we're going to have to change, because we're going to have to work together.
Talking about
all of us, everywhere on the planet.
You've mentioned military technology and swapping technologies and barters between aliens and people in American government. I want to ask you, as a former Minister of Defense of Canada, is interstellar war a possibility? Should we be creating a Star Wars force to defend ourselves from possible invasion or something like that?
Well, I think it's a possibility, but it's a possibility especially if we shoot down every UFO that comes in our airspace without asking who they are or what they want. And right from the beginning, we started scrambling planes and trying to shoot them down, but their technology was superior enough that we weren't able to get away with it. Certainly not for a long while. And during that period of time, they could have taken us over without any trouble if they'd wanted to. So I think we have to, rather than develop our own Star Wars, Earth Star Wars, to protect ourselves against them, that we should work with the benign species, who are the vast majority, and work together and rely largely on them, of course, and cooperate so that we would be contributing something at the same time. But I don't think there's any point in us developing a galactic force that would tempt us to go out on our own and get into mischief, which is one of the things I think some of them are concerned about.
But what do you expect to happen if people start to believe in alien existence? Because things are definitely going to change. Our lives aren't going to be the same anymore.
Well, I hope that's the case. I hope that's the case, and I'm all for full disclosure, and I'm going to push very hard for full disclosure in the book I'm writing, and to give some reasons for it, things that we really have to know and have a right to know, and that our future as a species, and here I mean all of the species in the world, are potentially at risk if we don't figure out what's going on and work together to try and make life more amenable for all of us.
But it's
and to work with our neighbors from other planets as well.
But still, I'm thinking to myself, if they've been here for such a long time, as you say, And they're interested in helping humanity, as you say. Why is our world such a mess? I mean, if you want to help someone, you just help someone. You don't wait for someone to invite you to help that someone, no?
Well, I don't, it's something that I think parents can sometimes say to their children, this is what you should do. But that doesn't mean the children are going to do it, does it? Because the cosmos is based on free choice. And we're given the option of making mistakes, of making wrong choices. And I guess what bothers some of us is we've made too many wrong choices and not enough right choices. So we're going to have to start switching our priorities and stop spending so much time and effort and weapons to kill each other or to dominate each other, and spending a lot more time on how to help each other to have a better society and life which is healthier, and where the health care is better, and where the food distribution is better, and where the air is cleaner and the water is cleaner, and all of those things that are waiting to be done if we just get together and row, as we say, rowboat, row in the right direction, the same direction. And it's possible, but it's a tall order, and so far we haven't done it. My thesis will be that we have to do it, and we have to start doing it right away.
Thank you so much for this interesting interview and insight on extraterrestrial life. That was Paul Hellier, former Canadian Minister of Defense. He says aliens exist and live among us on Earth. That's all the time we have for today. I will see you in the next edition of Sophie & Co.
Hello. Former Prime Minister of the Defense Force of Canada, Mr. Paul Hellier, stated at the Congress that UFOs are as real as airplanes flying over the head. This is a very shocking news, and also he said at least 2 of them are probably working with U.S. government. I believe other species that I learned about were long ago called tall white. This is the story about it. Thank you.
To speak to a symposium at the University of Toronto, and I said, UFOs are as real as the airplanes flying overhead. On Earth at this present time, and at least 2 of them probably working with the United States government. The other species that I learned about not too long ago was called the tall whites. To become spiritual beings and practice the one tenet that the world's major religions have in common, and that is the golden rule.